2023 season of Canada's Wonderland. Today is the exclusive media preview. They invited us out to get an early look at the park. I'm so excited to take you guys through, show you everything new for this year, and hopefully get some amazing rides on the coasters, even though it is raining. So let's head inside the park and show you guys everything it has to offer.
Right when we entered the park, there wasn't too many new changes on International Street. A couple new things were painted and a few new things were added, but overall, everything looked pretty much the same, so we headed straight to Leviathan.
Oh boy, it's nice to see this sign again. It's been quite a while.
Front row ride on Leviathan.
Whatever makes me happy, know I'm doing things right. Sipping in the summer on a goose and Sprite. We'll find a nightclub for the end of the night.
They changed up the whole Leviathan photo area a bit, so they actually opened up the section at the bottom to the whole arcade, so it's now one big room, and they cut all the merch that was back there. So hopefully before opening day they get all the merch in there, because you know people who come in love Leviathan stuff. I see it around the park all the time. Okay, so that was one of the worst rides I've ever had on Leviathan. Not because of the ride was running bad or anything like that. It was actually running great. They had these things called wheel heaters, which are in the station, and they're pretty much just these heaters that heat up the wheels when the train's loading so they can run faster on the track. So the ride itself was running fantastic. It's just we rode front row, and with this kind of rain, it is not a good combination. So if you're riding Leviathan on a rainy day, definitely at all costs, stay away from the first couple rows. It's brutal. Probably irrelevant for most people, but they added this fence, which is kind of annoying because we can't just cut through this little throughway from Leviathan to Yukon anymore, but whatever, looks cool though. You may notice that Vortex looks way more red in these shots, and that's not because I boosted my saturation on the camera, it's because it got a complete paint job. Actually, just in the last 2 weeks. I was gonna say over the off season, but it just happened. It looks fantastic, even better in person than on the camera, but yeah, super good to see that they are still continuing to upgrade the old rides and bring them back to life. Right behind me, you can see the newest addition for 2023, and that is Tundra Twister. Right here, it is massive, way bigger than you would think. It's actually bigger than, a little bit bigger than Yukon's Immelman. And if you've been to this park, you know that Yukon Striker towers over this place, and this is actually taller than one of its highest elements. So that's super cool. It's sadly not open today. I was really looking forward to hopefully riding it, but we definitely will check it out once again during the season. I'm gonna head over there now and check out everything new around the ride area.
Tundra Twister is going to be a ridiculous flat ride. It's essentially a massive 360-degree spinning swing. It's reaching heights of over 150 feet, speeds of 75 kilometers an hour, and it's cool because it's not just another clone flat ride. It's actually only one of its kind in the world, so it's completely unique. It's going to be crazy intense, and I feel like a lot of people are going to throw up on it.
Right beside the Yukon photo station, they actually cut us off, so we cannot go all the way on to Tundra Twister, but from here we can see that there's going to be a cool rising and lowering platform, which is going to be awesome, similar to Cyclone or any of those rides have. So you're going to load, the platform's going to drop, and then it's going to spin around. We can see the restraints are also looking good. It's all in, but the station is not complete, so I'm hoping in the next 2 weeks they can have it ready for opening day, but again, no guarantees, but I'll keep you guys updated for sure.
Next, it was time for a ride on the world's tallest, longest, and fastest dive coaster. The first time I actually rode this was on Media Day in 2019. It was a big event only for Yukon Striker. Such a fantastic time.
Yukon Striker, great ride. We actually chose to ride in the back row despite being offered a front row seat. I definitely would recommend that if you're not too into the rain splattering against your face, but overall, great ride. And the lift hill is a lot quieter. They did something this year to change it. They oiled it, I don't know what they did, but it is a lot quieter.
I know no one's probably thinking about it with today's weather, but Splashworks is opening on May 27th, and if you think about it, that is really not that far away. Less than a month, and then the full water park of Splashworks opens. Super exciting, and it's definitely going to be a great way to cool down at the park during the summer. Stay tuned for lots of videos.
Aesthetically, so far, I haven't seen too many new things around the park. There's a couple new walkways, new fences, new trees planted, and overall just updates. Like, it looks really clean and fresh, but so far, not anything really new. I was kind of hoping that we'd get something, but there's still lots of the park to explore, so let's keep this going.
Behemoth had a surprisingly long line, but it was totally worth it. This is definitely one of my favorite coasters in the world.
They tell me that I'm never gonna make it.
Time for a back row ride on Behemoth. So excited for this.
I keep chasing. I got all this potential that's deep inside of me, but they hate when you're successful cause they try to be. They sit there being judgmental because
on a normal day, my favorite row on Behemoth is by far row 1 or 2. Anything in that front car is just crazy, the airtime you get launching over those hills. But we rode back row and it was just as awesome. Such an incredible ride. Behemoth, even after 15 years, is holding up so well. Tell them about Behemoth.
15 years and she's running pretty good.
Last year for opening day, they had Sledgehammer up and running. We're currently 2 weeks sitting till opening day, just a little bit less, so hopefully they'll be able to get it up and running, but today Sledgehammer is not operational. It's really too bad. I was looking forward to riding it. It took me a second look and a little double take to realize what was different at Swing of the Century, and it actually looks like they cut down a ton of trees surrounding the ride. It used to be in this really cool, almost foresty-like area, and now it kind of just seems like it's plopped in the open, which kind of sucks, but you know, apparently there was something where it was leaning too close to the ride, so they had to go ahead and cut those off. Too bad, but they did give a little bit of fresh paint to the top, which does look nice. Something I am not disappointed about today is the fact that flight deck is closed. I don't know what they're doing. There's someone actually walking on the lift right now, so maybe just doing some last minute things before they get it ready for tomorrow. But yeah, flight deck, definitely. If this is your first time learning about Wonderland, stay as far away as you can. When you come out of the Behemoth side of the park onto International Street, there was a very busy Coca-Cola refresh station that was always here. Super busy, but they actually got rid of that and they made it a bar, like a more authentic kind of cider bar, snacks kind of thing. So interesting that they're actually taking away those refill stations and adding authentic things, which is a nice touch, but kind of sucks for our drink plans. Now we are headed into the courtyard to check into the special media day lunch. This is traditionally where we sample all the new food items from the festivals, and different options they're gonna have this year at the park. So super excited and also really hungry, so ready to eat.
The first thing I'm having is the jerk chicken from the Taste of the Caribbean Festival coming this summer. It is so good. You definitely gotta come to that and get some jerk chicken. It's spicy, but really, really good.
That is so good.
The beef is really good. I actually don't know what they are, but they're really good. They're from the Taste of Portugal Festival, which is gonna be here early August. Super excited for these, they're really good. The next two things to try were the curly fry specialty poutines that are now at Backlot Cafe. They had ones that had brisket and also ones that were vegan, which are super good. And we checked and they weren't just they weren't just vegetarian, and they were actually vegan, which is really good. Those were really good. The poutines, from my experience and others, really loved them. There was also a pork belly king that's gonna be at the Celebration Canada Festival. I wasn't the greatest fan of it, but overall the poutines from Backlot Cafe this year are going to be spectacular.
There were quite a few more things that I didn't get to try, both festival food and actual food that's at the park all year long. So if you want to see a sneak peek of all the food, you can pause the video right here and take a look at the card.
Every year on Media Day, they give you a little gift on your way out, and this year it is this really cute teddy bear. It's actually Wonderland branded, and it would probably be $15 or something like that at the gift shop. So super nice gesture of them to give everyone a little commemoration. This will be the second one in my collection. Actually, that's a lie, Tally. You have my other one. The front gate shop has a ton of new merchandise. I barely saw anything from the same collections they had last year. There was a ton of new merch for the coasters, for the park in general. Really cool logo stuff, some nice pastel colors, just a ton of new stuff. It is quite pricey. I saw sweaters that were going upwards of $80, $90, so super expensive, but once again, really, really, really nice new stuff. And just like that, I'm right back where we started. Super nice to be back in the park. Really, really, really looking forward to the 2023 season. Lots of little subtle new upgrades this year overall to the park. I can tell they're really putting a lot of effort into enhancing the experience, even if it's only subtle. Someone like me who comes here a lot can tell, but generally to the normal person that comes, they're just gonna generally enjoy the aesthetics of the park a lot more. Super excited for the major edition Tundra Twister, as well as the family coaster Snoopy's Racing amazing railway. Super thrilled to come and show you guys those right when they open, hopefully in the next couple weeks, so stay tuned for videos. So that is gonna be it for my first Wonderland video of the 2023 season. Hope you guys have a fantastic time at the park this year. Any questions at all, leave them down below and I'll be sure to get back to you. I'll see you guys in the next one. Enjoy.